Okay, a bit of a refresher on subtracting. I'm going to assume you can do this. 9 minus 2 is 7. If you have to use tally marks, use tally marks. And then you can do this. 45 minus 22, subtract by columns. 5 take away 2 is 3. 4 take away 2 is 2. So the answer is 23. So that's my starting point. Now we're going to look at something like this. 20 subtract 7. And a common mistake is to say 7 from 0 is 7. It isn't. You cannot take 7 from 0. There's nothing to take from. So what do we have to do here? We have to go into the tens column. So we've got two tens. Now we take one of the tens, which is 10 units, and we put it in the units column. So we've now got 10 units subtract 7 units. 10 subtract 7 is 3, and then we've got 1 10 left. So 1 10, and we're not doing anything to it, so the answer is 13. I'm going to do some more examples to reinforce this, but there are lots of interactive practice questions on effectiveeducation.online, so you can practice this and really get the hang of it. It is very simple once you've done a few examples. Next one, 40 subtract 18. So 40 take away 18. So let's put the tens in the units. We cannot take 8 units from no units. So we take from the 4 tens, we take one of the tens, which becomes 10 units. And now we do 10 units subtract 8 units, which is 2. We've got 3 tens left. So 3 tens subtract 1 10 is 2. So the answer is 22. Now let's do another one. And this one is slightly different. So we've got 53 subtract 26. And again, if we put our tens in units, we've got 3 units subtract 6 units. And we can't do this. So we go to the tens column. We take one of the tens, and that becomes 10 units. And 10 units plus 3 units is 13. So what we're actually doing here is we're just taking the 10, and we're writing it beside the 3 to get 13 units. So 13 units subtract 6 is 7. Then we've got 4 tens subtract 2, which is 2, so our answer is 27. And if we take this into the hundreds now, so we've got 443 minus 129. Hundreds, tens, and units are our headings. So 3 take away 9 we can't do. So we go to the tens column. We take a 10. 10 plus 3 is 13, so we've got 13 units, subtract 9 units is 4 units. Then we've got 3 tens, subtract 2 tens as 1, and then 400 subtract 1 is 3. So our answer is 314. Next one, 205 take away 33. So in the units, 5 take away 3 is 2. In the tens column, we've got no tens take away 3 tens. We can't do that. So we go to the hundreds. We take one of the hundreds and put it in the tens column. So we've got 10 tens take away 3 tens. So 10 take away 3 is 7, and then we're not doing anything to the one in the hundreds column. So 172. Basically, we're just doing the same thing in each column. Next one, 304 subtract 123. 4 subtract 3 is 1. 0 take away 2 we can't do, so we go to the hundreds column. We take one of the hundreds, so we've now got 10 tens subtract 2 tens. 10 subtract 2 is 8. Then we've got 2 hundreds left. Subtract 100 is 1, so 181. And the last one for this section, 523 subtract 145. 3 subtract 5 we can't do, so we go to the tens column. We take one of the tens, so now we've got 13 units. Subtract 5 is 8, that left us with 110. So 110 subtract 4 tens we can't do, so we go to the hundreds, and then we take one of the hundreds and put it in the tens column. So we've got 11 tens take away 4 tens. 11 take away 4 is 7. And then we've got 400 subtract 1, which is 378. Okay, I hope this was useful. There are loads of examples on effectiveeducation.online. Use it. Go and practice till you're completely confident with this, then move on to the next video. Okay, subtracting with repeated restructuring. Make sure you are comfortable and confident with the last video, because that is your foundation for this video. If you're not, go back and do some more examples from the last video and then move on. Right, repeated restructuring. So we've got 200 subtract 64. We can't take 4 from 0, so we go to the tens column, but we can't take a 10 from 0 because there aren't any tens. So we now need to look at the hundreds column, and we take one of the hundreds, and then we make that 10 tens. Now if we go back to the units, 0 take away 4, we can't do. And now this time when we go to the tens, we've got 10 tens. So we take one of the tens. So we've now got 10 units subtract 4, gives us 6. We've got 9 tens subtract 6, gives us 3. And the hundreds we're not doing anything with, so we've got 100. So the answer is 136. Let's do another one. 500 subtract 178. So 0 take away 8 we can't do. If we look at the tens, there aren't any tens, so we go to the hundreds. We take one of the hundreds, and now we've got 10 tens. So 0 take away 8, we can't do. We go to the tens column. We take one of the tens, which gives us 10 units, subtract 8, which is 2. We've now got 9 tens take away 7 tens. 9 take away 7 is 2, and 4 take away 1 is 3. Once you've got the hang of this, you can just do it again and again and again, and it works every time. So now let's look at 2003 subtract 786. 3 take away 6, we can't do. So we go to the tens column. There isn't a 10 to take from. We go to the hundreds column. There isn't a 100 to take from. We go to the thousands, so we take one of the thousands. So now we've got 10 hundreds. So we can take one of the hundreds, and now we've got 10 tens. And then from the units column, 3 take away 6 we can't do. We go to the tens. We take one of the tens, so we've got 13 units subtract 6, which is 7. Then we've got 9 tens subtract 8 tens. 9 subtract 8 is 1. Then in the hundreds, we've got 9 subtract 7, which is 2. And then in the thousands, we've got 1. So we're not doing anything to the thousands. So our answer is 1,217. And the last one, 4,003 subtract 1,534. Again, 3 subtract 4 we can't do. We can't take anything from the tens because there isn't anything. We can't take anything from the hundreds. We can take from the thousands, so we take one of the thousands. Now we've got 10 hundreds. We take one of the hundreds. Now we can put that in 10 tens. And then we take one of the tens, so we've now got 13 units. 13 take away 4 is 9. 9 tens take away 3 tens. 9 take away 3 is 6. 9 hundreds take away 5 hundreds. 9 take away 5 is 4. So 3 subtract 1 is 2. So our answer is 2,469. Hope this was useful. There are loads of interactive questions on effectiveeducation.online. Use it. Okay, if you watched the previous videos, this will be easy peasy. So we've got 24.3 minus 5.2. The only thing we've added is a decimal. So we just do exactly the same thing. 3 take away 2 is 1. Put the decimal point in. 4 take away 5 we can't do. So we go to the tens column. We take one from the tens, so we've got 14 take away 5 is 9. And then we're not doing anything to the 1, so 19.1. Next one, 26.4 subtract 12.7. Line up the decimal points. And then if we just label these, we've got the tens and units in this column, and then the tenths column. So we've got 4 tenths take away 7 tenths. We can't do it. We go to the units. We take one of the units, and we make this 14 tenths. 14 subtract 7 is 7. Put the point in. 5 subtract 2 is 3, and 2 subtract 1 is 1. 13.7. Easy as pie. Next one, 34.5 minus 8.7. Again, I'm putting the headings in, though I don't really need them. 5 take away 7. We can't do. We go to the next column. We take from the 4, we've now got 15 tenths take away 7 tenths. 15 take away 7 is 8. Put the point in. 3 take away 8 we can't do. We go to the tens column. We take one of the tens. Now we've got 13 units subtract 8 is 5. And then we're not doing anything to the 2, so we've just got 2, so 25.8. Really, it's just the same thing again and again and again. Slightly different, 84 subtract 27.3. Line up the units, and now we can put a 0.0 in here just to make it easier. So we have 0 subtract 3 we can't do. So we take from the 4 units. So we've now got 10 tenths subtract 3 tenths. 10 subtract 3 is 7. Put the point in. 3 subtract 7 we can't do. So we take from the tens. We've got 13 units subtract 7, which is 6, and then 7 subtract 2, which is 5. So our answer is 56.7. Now 24.5 subtract 18.06. Again, we can put a 0 in here just to make it easier to work with. 0 subtract 6 we can't do. So we take from the 5. So now we have 10 subtract 6, which is 4. 4 subtract 0 is 4. Put the point in. 4 subtract 8 we can't do, so we take from the 2. So 14 units subtract 8 is 6, and 1 subtract 1 is nothing, so 6.44. Last one, 500.23 take away 18.97. 3 take 7 we can't do, so we take from the 2. So 13 take away 7 is 6. 1 subtract 9 we can't do. So now we've got the repeated restructuring that we covered in the last video. So we take from the 5. So now we've got 10 tens, then we take one of the tens, now we've got 10 units. Then we take from the units. So now we've got 11 subtract 9, which is 2. Put the decimal point in. 9 subtract 8 is 1. 9 subtract 1 is 8. And the 4, we're not doing anything too, so 481.26. And that's all I'm doing on subtracting decimals. If you need to practice, there are loads of interactive practice questions and examples on effectiveeducation.online. And if you found this difficult, go back to the video before and make sure you fully understand that.